On page 45, there are 4 lines of different exercises to practice the 7 important line notes that they introduced at the beginning of this note reading lesson. So I'm going to play through each of those. The right hand's going to start on the treble clef, and the first finger is to be placed on middle C. And then the left hand, they want our first finger on the A below middle C. So this first line is going to sound like this. C, E, C, A, D, C, E, C, A, D, A. The second line, they want our left hand to start that, and they ask that our third finger be placed on the A. And then when I look ahead, I see that they want our first finger in the right hand to be placed on the E. So this is where your hand will be for the second line on page 45. And it will sound like this. A, C, E, C, E, B, E, B, E, C, E, C, C, A. And then the third line, they're going to have our left hand start out in the bass clef. They want our fifth finger all the way down here on the second G below middle C. So here's middle C, C, B, A, G. This is the first G below middle C. So I'm going to go down to the second G below middle C and place my fifth finger there. And then when the right hand comes in the treble clef, they want the right hand first finger to be on the E. So here's the third line on page 45. G, 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 D, E, 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 B, D, 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 E, E, B, G. And then finally, the fourth line, they ask that our fifth finger be on the D below middle C right here. And then in the right hand, they want the fifth finger to be on the second F above middle C, which will be placed here. So this is how this song goes. D, D, A, F, F, B, A, B, A, D, D, A, F, F, B, F, A, D, A, D. I'm now on page 47, practicing all the line notes. There are 2 exercises there. I will be going ahead and place my right hand with my third finger on the E. That's the first note that the right hand is going to be playing. And then if I look ahead, for the left hand, the first finger needs to be placed on the A below middle C. Here is the first line on page 47. E, G, E, C, A, C, A, F, A, E, E, G, E, C, A, C, A, F, D, A, C. For the second exercise, they want our fifth finger to be on the second G below middle C. So here's where our fifth finger is going to be placed on our left hand. And then the right hand is going to be playing with the first finger on the G above middle C. Here's the second exercise on page 47. G, G, B, D, G, G, B, D, B, B, D, B, D, D, G, G, B, D, G, G, B, D, B, B, D, B, G, G. Okay, I'm now on page 49, practicing the space notes. There are 2 exercises on this page. The first exercise, the left hand starts in the bass clef, and they would like our third finger to play G. That is the first note that's going to be played, is the third finger on the G just below middle C. And then the right hand, they want our first finger to be placed on D. Here's the first line. G, B, G, B, D, D, F, D, F, D, B, G, B, G, B, D, D, F, D, B, E, G. And the second exercise, the left hand is going to be starting this one as well, and they want our fifth finger to be on the C just below middle C. So the first C below middle C, our fifth finger is going to be placed there. And then in the right hand, they want our first finger to be placed on F, the first F above middle C. Here's the second exercise on page 49. C, E, G, F, A, C, C, E, G, A, F, F, C, E, G, F, A, C, C, G, F, C, C, C. I'm now on page 51, practicing steps and skips. There are 3 exercises on this page. The first one is written in the treble clef, and so the right hand will be playing it. The right hand first finger will be on middle C. I'll play this exercise through twice. The first time I'll say the names of the notes, and the second time I'll be saying step or skip and whether it goes up or down. So the first time with the names of notes. C, D, C, E, D, E, D, F, E, G, F, E, F, D, C, C. Now I'll be saying steps or skips up. Remember, step is going from one note to the very next, and then a skip is going from one note, skipping the next note, and playing the next note. So here's a step, and here's a skip. Okay, the first line exercise, starting on middle C, step up, step down, skip up, step down, step up, step down, skip up, step down, skip up, step down, step down, step up, skip down, step down. The second exercise is in the bass clef. So our left hand will be playing, and they ask that our fifth finger be placed on the C below middle C. So here is the second line. I'll be saying the notes. C, D, E, C, E, F, G, E, F, E, F, D, D, E, F, D, E, G, G, F, E, F, D, C. And then finally, the last exercise, they have it in the grand staff, so both the right hand and left hand will be playing throughout this exercise. The left hand will start, and they ask that the fifth finger be on the second G below middle C, and then they want our right hand to be placed with our first finger on the G above middle C. So here is the exercise on page 51, the last and third exercise. G, B, C, D, G, B, C, D, B, D, C, B, B, D, C, B, G, G. I will now be playing the exercises found on pages 54 and 55 of the manual. They're daily exercises that they recommend you do each and every day, and if you can get to play them multiple times a day, I would encourage at least 3 times a day. We're on page 54. The left hand will be played only in this exercise, and they ask that our 5th finger be on the 2nd G below middle C. G, A, G, A, G, A, G, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, C, B, C, B, C, B, C, D, C, D, C, D, C, B, C, B, C, B, C, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, G, A, G, A, G, A, G, G, A, B, C, D, C, B, A, G. Now on page 55, they want the treble clef to be playing. They ask that our 1st finger be placed on the G above middle C. G, A, G, A, G, A, G, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, C, B, C, B, C, B, C, D, C, D, C, D, C, B, C, B, C, B, C, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, G, A, G, A, G, A, G, G, A, B, C, D, C, B, A, G. If you're feeling good about how you're doing on the exercises up to page 55, then I encourage you to go on, and I'll go ahead and I'll play through the hymns found on pages 55 and 56, How Gentle God's Commands, and Jesus the Very Thought of Thee. In How Gentle God's Commands, they have our right hand start out with our 2nd finger on the E above middle C, and when the left hand comes in, the first note that it will be playing is middle C with our 1st finger. So I'll go ahead and I'll start. It does have a pickup note, so if you're counting this out loud, you start with beat 3. I will be naming the notes. E, E, C, E, D, B, D, C, 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 A, C, C, F, C, B, D, D, B, D, C, E, G, G, D, F, E, G, A, G, E, F, E, C, D, C. And then on page 57, Jesus the Very Thought of Thee, they have our hands in the same exact position. So it will sound like this. E, 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 D, E, F, B, C, G, 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 E, D, D, F, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, G, A, C, E, D, C. When we're playing hymns, our hand is not always going to be able to stay in the same position. Usually it will be moving around. So we're going to be having some practice doing that, starting on page 58 with Jesus Once of Humble Birth. There will be some parts that you'll see, for example, my thumb, have to reach up and play the note or the key that is just above where it is originally positioned. And there will also be times where our entire hand shifts to continue play in this hymn. So to start out, it's just going to be the left hand on page 58 with our first finger on the G below middle C. I'll be saying the names of notes, but I want you to watch where my hand needs to shift. G, E, G, E, G, F, A, D, D, E, F, E, D, C, D, E, G, E, G, E, G, F, reach to the A, G, C, B, C, G, E, C, G, D, E, F, E, D, C, D, C. Okay, so you saw that my finger had to shift, to reach up in a few spots. One time it reached up and then it came back. Another time it reached up and my entire hand shifted. And then we did a completely different shift following that. So I'll go ahead and I'll talk through the changes that take place with your hand during Jesus Once of Humble Birth. So you start on G and stay in that position to play your E's and G's. G, F, now reach up to the A, but don't shift your entire hand. So now you're back to where you were at the beginning, then going on with the D, E, F, E, D, C, D, E, G, E, G, E, G, F, shift to the A, and so now our second finger is going to be playing the G. Now you're going to shift again, your first finger to the middle C, and then B, C, now reach down with your second on the G, then reach to the third finger on the E, and then your fifth finger on the C, and then G. Then stay in that same position as you play D, E, F, E, D, C, D, C. Now on page 59, they're going to be having our right hand play the same hymn, Jesus Once of Humble Birth, so we can practice reaching and shifting with our right hand. So we'll be starting with our third finger on the G above middle C, and it will sound and look like this. G, E, G, E, G, F, A, reach to the D. Now shift your second finger to the D, D, E, F, E, D, C, D, E. Now shift your entire hand so your third finger's on the G, G, E, G, E, G, F, A, G. Shift your finger so your fifth finger's on the C, C, B, C, reach, G, reach, E, middle C, G, D, E, F, E, D, C, D, C. On page 60, we're going to be playing God Loved Us So He Sent His Son with the left hand, and this will involve us shifting around with our hand position. We will start with our fifth finger on the C below middle C. C, 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 D, F, E. Then shift your hand up so your fourth finger's on the G. G, 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 down, D, 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 E, G, F, E, D, G, 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 A, reach down, F, E, D, C. On page 61, they'll have us play the same hymn with our right hand. They would like our first finger to be placed on middle C. C, 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 D, F, E. Shift up so your second finger's now on the G, 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 C, A, G. Shift down so your first finger's on the D, 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 D,